Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's Sunday, January 22nd, 2017. The AFC and NFC Championships happened in the NFL. The Super Bowl is now set. The New England Patriots, the Atlanta Falcons. Also, today in the sports world, it was reported that two Major League Baseball players both died in car accidents in the Dominican Republic. And what I'm going to do with this video is let you know in the description, I'm going to link these posts on the death of these two young men, these baseball players, one 25, the other 33, both dead today. Their deaths have everything to do with this Super Bowl. And tomorrow, I'm going to do longer videos on their deaths and the upcoming Super Bowl. For all of you who are wondering if we correctly predicted the Super Bowl with the Colts and they flipped the script, I'm confident now. I misread it this year. Everyone should know, the reason that so many people on YouTube were promoting the Colts is because I was promoting the Colts. All of these other channels that do similar work to me, they've all learned from me. They all follow in my footsteps, even though some try to hate on me. And they took my lead with the Colts. Sorry, everyone, I was wrong. Do recall, though, at the beginning of this season, even before the season began, a year ago, when I ranked the three teams to go in the NFC to the Super Bowl, I ranked Packers 1 at first, Falcons 2, and then Giants 3. That's the way I began, and then I ended up bumping up the Giants. Anyhow, and what I also said is if I was wrong about the Colts, it would probably be the Patriots. Because I thought that the Colts narrative was with the Patriots and the Colts would have to advance over the Patriots on their way to the Super Bowl. Obviously, that didn't happen. But anyway, here's why I know that the Super Bowl is supposed to be what it is: the New England Patriots versus the Atlanta Falcons. I'll go into greater detail. This is just tonight's quick post. My girlfriend wants me to go do something real quick. I'm not even supposed to be making this video. I'm just putting it out for all of you who are hungry. But check this out. Boston versus the Falcons. Matt Ryan, the star quarterback of the Falcons, went to Boston College, and I've been pointing out how there's a link with the Super Bowl and this past World Series that happened this year, the 112th World Series. The Atlanta Braves, the baseball team in Atlanta, they used to be the Boston Red Stockings, a number of other names, the Boston Braves, before they went to Milwaukee, not far from Green Bay, who the Falcons just advanced over, and then before they became the Atlanta Braves. So check this out. Houston equals 112 in Gematria, just like Matt Ryan. At the beginning of the season, I pointed out that only two NFL starters had 112 name Gematria: Andrew Luck and Matt Ryan. And why I favored Andrew Luck is because of the scheduling. Andrew Luck played at Houston, who's hosting the Super Bowl, 112 days before the Super Bowl began. Andrew Luck also played his high school ball in Houston, where his father played for the NFL Houston Oilers. The Patriots this year, they're in their 57th year. That's the number that connects to Super Bowl and championships. The Falcons are in their 51st season. For Super Bowl 51, it will be the Patriots' 51st playoff game. The Houston Texans are hosting Super Bowl 51. All time, the Falcons and Patriots have played 13 times. The Patriots lead 7-6. The Super Bowl will be their 14th game. 13 has a connection to 51. This is something I've been talking about throughout the year. The number 233 is the 51st prime number, and the number 233 is the 13th Fibonacci number. Fibonacci. The name Luck equals 233. I thought that there was a strong narrative for a Colts-Giants Super Bowl this year. It was Eli Manning's 13th season. Notice, at the beginning of the year, I was close on the teams. I ranked the Packers and Falcons as my first two possible teams to reach the Super Bowl this year. I added the Giants with more research based on the Colts. And part of the reason I picked the Packers and Falcons, you can go back and watch, and what I've shown about these two teams for years now, Wisconsin and Georgia, the only two states with 44 Gematria. This year, the date of the Super Bowl is a date with 44 numerology. Did you catch the winning score? The Falcons won with 44. What a joke. But anyway, Truth Seeker, this is why Gematria is the knowledge to have. You know, if you took my gambling advice, I said, if you're a gambler, I said I'd put some money down on these teams at the beginning of the year. If you put money down on the teams I told you to put money down on, you've won money. The Falcons were 40-1 when I said they were worth a bet. 40-1. You took that bet, you just made 40 times your money. So anyhow, it's going to be their 14th game. When you write out 14, it has Gematria like Super Bowl. 41 is also the 13th prime number. They've played each other 13 times before the Super Bowl. If the Falcons win, the Patriots and Falcons will be 7-7 against each other all time. Brady born in 77. If the Patriots win, they'll be 8-6 against the Falcons, a lot like 86 for Deflategate, special number. The last time these two teams met, and I documented this a few weeks ago, the last two times the Patriots and Falcons met was a date with 51 numerology, September 29th, 13. The score, 30-23 in favor of the Patriots, 53 points, the 16th prime. There's more. I'll get into it tomorrow, Truth Seeker. I'll put out videos on the deaths of these young men, more about the Super Bowl. Mercedes-Benz Stadium. If you watch the Falcons-Packers game just before halftime, Joe Buck said that the Falcons have never been to the mountaintop before. When I heard that, I was watching it with my buddy who's a Packers fan. I said, man, I think that he's given a tribute to Martin Luther King Jr., who's from Atlanta, whose final speech was, I've been to the mountaintop. Well, I decided to look at the new stadium that will be opening next year. Notice the Falcons, I'm sure they're going to sell out the stadium going to the Super Bowl. Notice the new stadium's on 441 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Joe Buck is a real piece of work. These people are sick, this gang of Freemasons. I have no doubt that he made that comment about the mountaintop because of Martin Luther King. Show you something else real quick. Last Sunday, January 15th, Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, the Atlanta pastor died at age 63. 63. This was the last game in the Georgia Dome today. Georgia Dome 63, Aaron Rodgers 63. When you sum 1 through 63, it sums to 2016. This year, 25 years since Brett Favre was drafted 33rd overall by the Falcons and then traded to the Packers. Played one of his first games of his career in the Georgia Dome. Now Aaron Rodgers goes down to the Falcons in the NFC Championship at age 33. Brett Favre was the 33rd overall pick of the 1991 draft. 25 years later, the Falcons get their revenge over the Packers. You could say revenge for the Brett Favre trade and the way that worked out for the two teams. Falcons 25 years later. One of the young men who died today was age 25. The other 33, big numbers on the game. So down in the description, I'm going to link all these blog posts. If you really want to know who I think is going to win the Super Bowl based on the evidence, you can read to the bottom of this post. The major clue is in Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Again, just real quick, you guys, this is the 97th NFL season. Bill Belichick equals 97. 97 is the 25th prime number. If the Patriots win the Super Bowl, it'll be the AFC's 25th Super Bowl win against the Falcons, which equal 25 on 2/5. The Patriots will have beaten 3 birds, the Eagles, the Seahawks, the Falcons. The Falcons coach, Dan Quinn, what used to be the coach in Seattle, assistant. Dan Quinn's birthday, September 11th, the first Sunday of this NFL season, something I also documented. So all of it's down below in this post. I'm going to link all of these in the description. You can read up. I'll put out the better videos tomorrow. This is the quick night of. Until next time, true